All right, men, load your weapons. Can't we just drop your weapons? All right, men, load your weapons. A trooper should always stay on his feet.
Yeah. Talk to your boyfriend there.
Drop your weapons.
Love. Bruv. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel, and an unprecedented take 4. This was better work. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, this is take 4 because my little hotkeys are not set up. This is recording. It says recording. Okay, my little hotkeys are not set up, so I'm going press, and it's not recording. And then it went to I thought I had these things worked out, and hey, I'm still a fan, and the novelty has not worn off of Joe Weller. I'm just checking out. But I found out, hey man, that guy's got some. These guys have been doing it for freaking 5 years, 6 years, 7, and they've been doing it a long time. And they're like, oh, so connected, and they're like really actually. So this is like super connected people already. Social media. My coffee's cold. Yes, this is Route 66 cup. I got this on Route 66. In Arizona. Yeah. We were looking for ghost towns. Abandoned. And so, I think my legs are going to sleep. It's all kind of... Okay, so there's not much news. This is what I was saying, but there is kind of... Let's just go newsy first. Get this out of the way. Here. There's no more hospital beds. So, you're SOL. If you get a car accident, heart attack, stroke, have bad infection, break a leg, go into theater, you go to the ER room, they're gonna be sorry. Sorry. we're dealing with the COVID patient, which, like, you know, up from 90% are unvaccinated. So with this stuff, this stuff. Now here's the medical profession, right? All the medical doctors, they're getting together. The medical doctors, right? They're all together, and this is what they would be doing. It's happening. It's here. It's happening. Call the governor. Call the mayors. We got to shut down now. Not later. Now we got to shut down. And here's the lieutenant governor, who's also a medical doctor. Gotta say medical doctor, because PhDs. He's a medical doctor. Lieutenant governor. Now. We don't want to shut down. That's too draconian. Harsh rules. That's too much, to shut down. We just got started. Now, we like people and to get vaccinated. Watch out. Be careful. And I feel sorry for the protesters because I know they're going to get sick. you don't talk so pigeon. But yeah. Speaking of pigeon, look at this headline. Here, the headline. It's almost kind of pigeon. It says no open ICU beds at Queens, which is the hospital here. But it also sort of says no open. Like, hey, no surf, eh? No surf, box jellyfish, no surf. No, it just said no beds, eh? No open. It's kind of pigeony. So anyways, the lieutenant governor is going, yeah, and all stuff like that. But, the lieutenant governor saying, let's keep stuff open, just hope we get vaccinated, and we'll take care of this and that. Translated means, I don't want to disturb people. They're happy to be open, because I'm going to be running for governor pretty soon. Lieutenant governor to governor. Yeah, I'm going to vote for him too. He'll be the next governor of Hawaii. Watch. So, there's no ICU beds. The thing's all weird. Blue Plant director stepping down, but no care. That's not pertinent. This paper's all crazed out. It's all... Dang it, man. This is take 4. What's happened? So everybody in Toastmasters, right, we all got together. We're talking because a couple of our people are anti-vaxxers. My sister's anti-vaxxation. So we're discussing this, freedom of choice, bugging people about, the agenda. Get vaccinated. You're spreading it to everybody like a scurvy dog. So, some people got very, very insulted by other people trying to push the agenda of getting vaccinated. And I'm here, Mongoose Max Hawaii, man. We're in for free speech, free thinking, independent free thinking, gather the facts, pro-science, stick with reality, have fun with all that stuff, and yeah, of course, literature and stuff, but art and literature, yeah, but, science and facts and stuff like this. Truth is stranger than fiction, so don't make stuff up. I'm against the spreading of the lies and deception and deceit and control manipulation freaks and the witch. She's all into that stuff, and people who were watching that with the last Pumpkinhead, the president X. So, but if you don't want to get vaccinated, they have the reasons. My big thing was why. I would ask him why. I'm just honestly curious. Like, what's the premise of why? What do you base it on? One friend said, "Oh, the likelihood." I asked him, well, he's like, "I'm not going to get the vaccination." I said, "Well, why?" And he says, "The likelihood is so small, you have a greater chance of being hit by lightning twice in the left toe than you do, catching that." Because he was going by percentage and likelihood. And he's a rich fellow, so he owns a boat, and he's going to go to the Mediterranean to meet up his new young girlfriend because he divorced his wife. Don't tell other people's story. But, I'm saying Mediterranean. That's not a place. But he's on a yacht-type cruise, open ocean vessel of sorts. He's captain and owner of a giant boat. I don't know, man. So, and the other big news is Taliban. And Mr. Taliban banana. Daylight come and we want go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot high. Daylight come and we want go home. That's about banana plantation slavery. And they're worked to the bone, getting the bananas and stacking them up in bunches. Oh, there's a tarantula. And when the daylight comes, we go home because they're working them all night long, harvesting bananas in Jamaica or places like that. Not really the Taliban. I'm just joking with the song. Hey, Mr. Taliban. Because they're saying tally, count the banana bunches. Tally, count. This is Taliban. Now, Taliban, I don't know if I've said this before. I actually said this about 4 times. Afghanistan is strategically right below like Russia, the general huge country, and down below would be the Middle Eastern, Baltic kind of area. And Afghanistan's like right there. So it was crossroads. Is like the Silk Road for drugs, the poppy fields that make heroin, the poppy plants, and they grow them out there, and then there's like kind of like drug trafficking because it's a big cash crop. They're making lots of money. And then after that, those trails and tunnels were used in arms. Arms would go back and forth. I mean, because when you're an out-of-work KGB guy, you got connections with guns, and the guns go down the trails and boxes and show me the Ark, Indy. I'm gonna blow up the Ark. They catch them in the gullies and sorry. But so after that, those places were known. So this one guy was a wealthy guy in Saudi Arabia. He was a Saudi Arabian rich kid. Now, Saudi Arabia, oil money, big, sheep oil, giant wealth, and a rich kid there is bigger than Bill Gates kind of thing. So one of these wealthy kids decided to be rebel without a cause and join one of these extremist Islamic groups. So they're Sunni, but they're going over to this guy, other groups, and basically supplied them with a lot of guns and stuff like that, and they're training people, and they made the Taliban. And that rich kid was Osama bin Laden, who wound up having his little ranch baby farm in Pakistan, because they're 97% Muslim, and so the people had him as a house guest in their country, so that's where he ended up. But he was the one, Osama bin Laden, that they pinned the World Trade Center coming down. Now that's a horrific thing, because Pearl Harbor was a military target, but it's about the same amount of casualty. But this is civilian, so World Trade Center, and then it changed everything. It's like at AD, BC, AD. There's like a point in time. It's like before 9/11 and after 9/11, and it's not going to change. It's going to be like that forever. Because I remember I was the last person on Earth with a beeper. Those beepers, beep 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 beep. Used to be only doctors, and then doctors and lawyers, and then drug dealers, and everybody had a beeper. And everyone had a beeper. The whole world had a beeper. Beep 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 beep. And you go find a phone and call somebody. So all you need is a phone. You need is a flip phone and a beeper, and you're your own phone booth, I would say. This is before, these things. These things. Hey, look, I'm gonna transfer it over to this. Anyways, one time I was the last person on Earth with a beeper. The beeper went off at 2:30 in the night, like almost 3 o'clock. And only one person had my beeper number, so I knew exactly who it was. It was Chip, and he's from Arizona. Lived in Hawaii just decades, and then he was back on the mainland. But he was in his company. He works for a company, and they were in Washington D.C. Matter of fact, in a building right across from the Pentagon. I didn't know this. The phone rings, like, "Hey, Chip, what's up, man?" He's like, "They bombed the Pentagon." I thought he was joking, so I said, "This is Godzilla's pizza." That's exactly what I said. He goes, "No, turn on the news." So I turn on the news, flip on the TV, put the CNN, and he says, "What do you see?" Because they're hunkered down in their building. They can't look out the window across from the Pentagon. And he says, "What do you see?" And I said, "I see the World Trade Center." And I said, "It looks like a burnt match," because it looked like a match that was burnt. You blew up the flame, and it's smoldering and black on the top. So it looks like a giant burnt match or something. And then I stopped and I looked. Aren't there supposed to be 2 buildings? Yeah, I was watching it live. And that's when the second tower went down. The first tower was already gone. The second tower collapsed right in front of my face on the news. And I was just like, oh my God, that's an act of war. That's an act of war. And I said, that's bigger than Pearl Harbor, is what I said. But I stand corrected. I thought about it later. Pearl Harbor was military. That's civilian. It's worse in a lot of ways. So they find out that, well, they figure, we're going to war on terror. And what country? And it was the Taliban, that movement in there. And we know Osama bin Laden, right? Actually, later we're pinning that guy. But that's when they kind of decided to get another dictator down there because, I don't know, convenience, oil, probably. And they invaded Iraq with the Gulf War. First they put everybody down there in the Gulf. We're deploying people to the Gulf. Operation Desert, whatever. I think Desert Shield was after this. But before this, it was Gulf, right? And they were deploying the I don't know. They had the names, but it was right before Desert Shield. There was the Gulf, and they deployed everybody down there. All the stuff. See, at the time, let me say this. At the time, I was like Mr. Beach Bum, drinking beer, looking at the horizon, listening to rock and roll. That's about 20 years of my life. But I don't do that now. Hi, Apollo. But at the time, I was thinking, well, I need to do something, because I'm going nowhere. So I decided to check out the reserves, the military reserves. Now I was about 35 years old, so that's really old. I was like, think hockey player. If you're 35 years old and you want to join the hockey leagues, backseat, old man. And fair warning, fair dinkum. If you're like, hey man, I'm young and I rule the world. I'll never die. Hey, you're going to be into those things when you're 20, you have the energy and the spunk and spit and vinegar and all that to do that. And then you come 22, 23, and you're already an old man for that stuff. Mark my words. Getting old is an art form. It's also an insane endeavor. So, there I was. I was thinking, you know what? I took the ASVAB, which is the test, and I aced it. This is the test for the military. They want to see how smart you are, how you can figure out things. And I just aced the thing. It's like, shit, college my whole life. ASVAB. It's like, what is this? It's like, this isn't even high school entrance for me. It's like, what the f-? I was like, yeah. I tried hard and I did it. And I aced the thing. That's the thing. It was like flying colors. And they were after my butt after that. This is the Marine Reserves. They're calling me up. The recruiter kept calling me, like, come take the physical. Come take the physical. And they didn't care that I was 35. They come take the physical. They're just like, come on. We want you. For sure. Like you specifically. You got smart, huh? Get that guy. And so they were calling me up all the time. I'm like, let me think about it. Let me think. Because I didn't want to shoot people. And I didn't want people to shoot me. I didn't want a combat zone. So I get up. Get the paper. Make a pot of coffee. Like I did every day. Maybe make breakfast then. Like I do today. Coffee. Paper. It's almost like deja vu, Groundhog Day. But I get the paper and I walk in and I have my coffee and I'm looking at the paper. I was like still standing looking at the headline. It said reserves sent to the Gulf. And right then the phone rings. It's the Marine recruiter for reserves. Hey, come down. Take the test. Take your physical. Just get the thing. Just get your birth certificate. Take the physical. And I'm like, I'm looking at the paper. Okay, I'll get back to you. Click. Yeah, it's as close as I came. But anyway, so they did the whole Iraq thing. They went and got Osama thing, and now we're being kicked out of Kabul. Marines, the Pentagon would say, "Hey, good for you. Kick him out." Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go, Indy. So we'll do this. Big Q. And then we'll call it a quit. That's the, you know. So this is a big Q. It says, was President Joe Biden right to withdraw U.S. troops from Afghanistan? 5%. Not sure. 21%. No. Taliban will take over the country. 21%. 74%. Yes, we don't belong there. Yes, we don't belong there. I'm all about that because it's not a fit. Now the Caliphate has their own place. Taliban's putting out in social media, hey, we're the brand new Taliban. We're user friendly. We've turned over a new leaf. It's okay. Don't worry about women's rights. Don't worry about this kind of stuff. We're good. We're good. At least they're saying that now. And that's it. That's pretty much it. So remember, hang loose. Don't worry. Be happy. Whatevah. Delta, Taliban, hey, they're good guys now. You can look them up on social media. Check out their Facebook page and their Twitch and Twitter. What's the guy's name? Ayatollah Ali Khomeini. Is he named after the other guy? Ayatollah Khomeini? President Carter? Too late? Too soon? Anyways, hang loose. Aloha. Gotta go figure out if this is actually gonna work or it's not gonna work. I don't know. I said aloha. Go! 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 God! Oh, what's wrong now? Oh, no, it won't stop. Stop!